All these girls want to portray to be that girl, but guess what? Samora's always that girl.
When you see the queen, bow down, bitch.
Y'all bitches think something funny. Well, let me show you what's hilarious, because I always get the last laugh.
Here we go. The flyest one is from Buffalo.
Everybody knows I'm a bad bitch.
Yes, I have a wallet, but watch out when I let it down.
Thank you for supporting Keemojo Productions. Hit the subscribe button now. Subscribe. Previously on Unfiltered REALness.
But I'm glad everybody came out this time and we're actually in such a positive light about everything.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we always so catty, messy, toe shake here, toe shake there. But I'm glad that we're all just going to be in this positive space.
So, here.
I know that's right. Come on, Janine.
Next time, let's just write on a piece of paper and throw the trash. Just to be nice.
Oh, you was talking to me.
I'm good.
So this is Cousin D
Yes.
and Shy.
Hi, Cousin D and Shy.
Baby, at this point at this table, I'm just sitting there. I'm lost as hell. Like, these girls, they finished on a shade, they finished doing this, they finished doing that. Baby, at some point, I thought I was going to have to put them shades on out my purse. Because these bitches is shady. But at some point, I'm still just sitting there thinking to myself, who is these two girls? Who is they? Who are they? Like, somebody gonna introduce me to them, or they're a part of our group now? Like, who are they? Who are they? No one never introduced me to them, but I just knew that they kept looking at me. So I'm like, who are they? Like, at some point, I start to ask, who is these girls? I see all these pumpkins on the table, so somebody had to know they was coming. Y'all didn't fill me in. Who are they?
The thing is, everything is not being communicated. Like, when we try to plan something, we try to plan for who's coming, how many plates we need to buy, cups, food, and all of that. But not only that, it gets to a point where we're the only ones kicking out. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you want to eat and you want to eat good, help bring something, contribute.
Just because you wasn't in that communication.
Girl, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Honey, I ain't worried about nobody's communication.
You should be. You're talking about communication.
But you keep asking why everything's keep getting canceled. When you got a whole group of other motherfuckers that's just not
it's not
between
just
us.
you that's making any decisions for the group.
And that's
for
fair
everybody.
enough.
So if y'all can't communicate with everybody, I don't think shit should be canceled until it's took to the table and everybody's talking about it.
Well, if ain't nobody gonna respond, ain't no need to have shit.
Did you respond?
I sure the fuck did not.
You can't talk to nobody about responding. We don't have to either. We grown just like you. Now that I'm on these hormones, I have decided, and my hormones have decided for my body. Like, it's like I'm talking to two different people in my head because I have to zone out. Like, that's a Raven moment. That's a Raven moment for real. I zoned out and I was like, bitch, don't fuck up this place. Because he talking shit. Don't fuck up this place. Just cuss him out a little bit. But don't fuck up this place, because I thought about flipping the table and ruining the whole goddamn event. Everybody was about to have paint on them. And I came prepared. White. Throw all the color on here. Just make a whole new goddamn dress. I didn't give a fuck. Because he had me all the way fucked up. Talking about canceling events. Bitch, y'all always cancel events and don't let nobody know.
plate. My paper plate.
These eggs dry, but they're good.
I'm gonna be fine right here just eating my donut. What? Can't eat anything. People,
I don't eat every motherfucking thing.
Yeah, you do.
I don't do everything.
Yeah, you do.
Eat your dry ass motherfucking donuts. Eat your dry ass motherfucking donuts. Choke on them. Choke on them. Choke on them.
That you gonna need a whole glass of water after.
You a lie.
But I'm not even here for to argue with y'all about a motherfucking thing.
Okay, well,
So what I want to talk about is Teko had me climbing up these motherfucking steps yesterday. Come on. First off, she was motherfucking late, which pissed me off. Cause she told me that she was gonna be there. She said I'm gonna be. She didn't say where she was gonna be.
Y'all went to Mount Blood Sacrifice, right?
Who went to Mount Vanilla?
That's what I said, Blood Sacrifice.
Teko told me that. Wait, let's say our prayers. Cause I wanna make sure y'all don't croak over and die, please. Amen.
Amen.
But no, bitch, I had me drooling. But no, what I want to say is I was so upset at her yesterday for one because she told me. She didn't tell me anything. She just said, Red, I'll be there at 9:45 because, I'm sorry, 12:45. You know, because I was supposed to meet you there at 1. Okay, cool. 1:15 hit and she said, where you at? I said, I'm here at Mount Vanilla where we said we were going to meet at. I'm here at your house. You should have been in my goddamn house at 10 o'clock this morning. Shit. How you gonna want to meet somebody? How you know we have somewhere to be at 1 o'clock and then you gonna want to sit up here and meet us at 12:45 to get here at 1 o'clock?
Yeah, I was wrong.
I know it. All right, well, I'll see you when you get here, because I'm not going to be here too long.
Okay.
Bye. First off, and I always feel like I have to talk to her like a child because I feel like she just don't get it. Why would you be at my house at 12:45 if we had to be there at 1 o'clock and it takes us 20 to 30 minutes to get to that mountain? You know? But
what do you want?
Yesterday, what's my baby? He want one. Put one on and brother.
I was saying put all 3 of them on the plate, then make them up and give him one. You sliding it on.
Put it on his plate, baby. And so, it just didn't go well yesterday, you know, because Teko is always using her mental illness as a crutch. You said that your mom's death is a trigger for you to start drinking, so I'm quite sure you probably was drunk, and that's okay. So you numbed that so you don't remember what happened. But I want Teko to start not using your mom's death as an excuse for Teko to drink and soul in depression.
So what did y'all get out of going to Mount Blood Sacrifice? Because y'all was going up there to meditate, right? Or...
So you see why I look like this today? Because it just took a lot out.
They tried to offer you up too? Bitch, I knew it, Red. I knew you came back different.
No. They didn't. It just took a lot out of me and it made me very tired when I got home. And so that's why you got to be careful with people in spaces and coming into your space, because sometimes their negative energy can come in and just do something totally different to you. And it came in because I'm trying to pour all this positivity in this person who has all of this negative baggage on them.
Right.
And it took like a lot of my superpowers out of me. But you got to know where to compartmentalize. Am I saying that right? You got to know where to put stuff. You know what I mean? You got to know where to put energy. You got to know where to put. You got to know where to put negative energy. You got to know where to put positive energy.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Long time no see. Oh, thank you.
How are you?
Great, haven't seen you in a while.
But what is What's up with this attire? 'Cause,
Well,
you
honey,
know, I ain't never seen you dressed down like this.
I know. You know, I have to go home and get ready for work. I mean, I was getting off of work. I didn't feel like going to get ready. But you know, I had to bring it a little natural today because, you know, I really think the girls think a bitch is ugly, which that's never that. It's hair without, you know, without makeup, but you know.
Miss J, you're beautiful. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what fuck Scotland and fuck what Scotland got to say. Your personality determines who you are as a person. And you have a beautiful personality. You're beautiful inside and you're beautiful out. So when people say stuff like that to you, that only means because they like you.
Miss J, don't worry about what these hoes got to say about how you look. Baby, they can call you Angry Birds. They can call you whatever they want to call you. Because at the end of the day, they not writing their name at the bottom of your check. They not doing direct deposits into your account. Yeah, from the last little get together, you was just thinking that the girls was, you know, throwing a lot of shade.
This is the Angry Bird here, honey. But you know, at the end of the day, it was all that. It was cute. The pumpkin event was very cute. It was very.
Did you like your
cute
pumpkin that Scotland made of you?
Yes, it was very cute. But guess one thing, bitch, that pumpkin could never be me. Can never.
That part.
That pumpkin could never be me. And I bet you can nobody at that table sit down and show me how to do my makeup if my eyebrows that big, if I'm the Angry Bird. You know what I mean? A bitch could never. Do you hear me? Could never. You appreciate yourself. You appreciate yourself. You tried it. Good luck. You need it.
I'm just confused on like why they come in for people's makeup. I don't know if it's because they got called out for being, you know, ashy.
And I was the one that posted and said that. That's what I had to tell you. So I was the one that said his makeup was ashy, and that's when it come about the Angry Bird. But I didn't say it. I mean, I would have said if I said it, but I didn't say it. You know what I mean?
Well, who said that his makeup was ashy?
A little birdie said it,
Nah,
but
who's the birdie?
It wasn't me. You know.
Who said that this Krista.
It was Krista and someone else. You know, her thing is foundation recommendation, honey. I'm gonna get her a shirt made with that on it.
Krista. Don't give me no makeup foundation tips. Please don't. Please don't. You got to be able to match your own makeup first before anybody. You can try to match anybody else. Miss J will match me better than you, baby. Don't try to give anybody any type of recommendation on how to match their foundation. Do you wear foundation?
As a trans woman, now I'm not saying that I'm the beautifulest one. I have a long way to go. I haven't even been in transition a complete year. But for those who have been doing this before me and have transitioned before me, I don't think they should be giving out makeup tip advice. They should not be giving out makeup tip advice, especially if you do not wear no lashes. You do not have no blinkers on. You do not have no eyeliner on. There should not be any type of recommendations or tips on how to put on makeup. No highlighting, no nothing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't step into somebody else's lane because you're not on YouTube doing makeup tutorials. Child, so you can't tell nobody else how to put on no makeup. Leave it alone.
So how do you feel after the pumpkin event? Because you was at the end of the table reading the girls. Like, I was like, oh, damn. Like, what is it?
I just feel like as far as, like, the group goes, like, you know, everybody is chill and playing in their own lane. But I just feel like Scotland and Red, they just think that they are the big cahoots of the group.
And not only that, she told Jamal that me and Red are the bullies of the fucking show. I'm not saying that again, y'all the bullies.
Everybody runs their own shit, and that everybody should flock to whatever they want to do, and that's not how it's gonna go.
But if you noticed, when we talked to Teko last time, when we had the little come together, little talk, you know, we're making sure she was okay. You know, she did make the statement and say, well, when it comes to Scotland and Red, they're controlling.
Yeah.
Which I don't see that because you know me, I'm not finna let nobody control me. But I think she feel like she need people because of what she went through. You know what I mean?
Well, I just think that, especially with Scotland, they know who to try it with and who not to try it with. And the people that they try it with, like, and they know that they can't try it with them, they make it like it's a joke or they're playing or, you know, something like that. But when they really know in the back of their mind, oh, I can try it with some more, like, that ain't gonna happen. But you can bully Teko and push over Teko for so long. Teko just needs to get a backbone and speak up and say what the fuck she gotta say.
So, you know, I decided to read Teko's book. I felt like the only way I was going to understand who Teko was as a person and who she is today is by going through her book. So, you know, Wanda and I decided to, you know, sit on the patio and read it. And, you know, we was just reading it. And a lot of things that she's told us verbatim aren't in the book. And there's a lot of things that are in the book that she hasn't said. And I was just like, remember when we was talking to her and she said that her ex-wife made her lay in the bed beside her, but there was no, and the bed was gritty or sandy.
Come on, Wanda. So we talking about this book club. We talking about this book.
So, you know, we was sitting here reading, she was like, she was in a wheelchair and,
okay, real book club.
You know, from what I got out the book is Teko had free will to do whatever she wanted. She was able to move. She wasn't confined to a room as she stated she was. You know, it was even to the point where they got her dressed for dinner and told her this was her last meal. And she took it as in them trying to kill her. And I was like, well, Teko, if somebody was really trying to kill you, if you felt like your life was really in danger with somebody, why? He was kissing that cup. I said, why would you go to dinner with someone knowing that they meant you bodily or physical harm?
But I also wanted to bring up to you as well, because I know we had talked to me, Wanda, and Scott had sat on the back porch one day, and they read the book, and I read a few inserts of the book, and we all kind of just put our little 2 cents together, trying to piece the whole thing together. Bottom line, a lot of us, all three of us, felt like that the book was, it was fictional.
When I talked to her, she got offended because I told her I didn't believe her. And when I began to express to her why I didn't believe her, she said that her friend had her put on, act like nothing happened so that she could get back to the States.
Still confusion.
My thing is, you weren't in the Dominican Republic long enough for them to
program some shit in your head.
you. First of all, you weren't there long enough, so that's out of question. I read this book from front cover to back cover. You can pretty much read this book and tell, I mean, Isaiah can tell, this was Google. I mean, everything that you put in here about the Dominican Republic, you can Google it.
Based off of the stuff, because we were just trying to connect the dots on everything. And they asked you certain questions, and I was listening, and when you answered those certain questions, it almost made it seem like you Googled everything, and that's how you knew exactly what to put in the book.
I'm not understanding why everybody's trying to discredit Teko's book. Now, me personally, I did not purchase it. It's not going to get my coins. And that's no shade to Teko. It's just not going to get my coins. I'm not a reader. I don't do that. Get an audio. Get an audiobook. I can hook you up with one of my homegirls. She does audios for her books. But discrediting her, telling her that you can find that on the internet and all that other stuff, that ain't none of your business. Because guess what? You gave Teko your coin. You gave her your coin. You gave her your coin. And at the end of the day, Teko don't give a fuck What you say? Because you already paid for it. That's like me saying a client coming to me for a wig and they complaining about it. I don't care. Not unless you're going to bring it back for me to redo it. If you're not bringing it back for me to redo it, baby, you done already paid your coin. It's sealed, signed, and delivered at this point. Bye.
You can latch on to that depression and start telling everybody around you, I'm depressed, I'm depressed, I'm depressed, I'm going through depression. And you can have people believe that. But then you can have us that, I don't believe anything in this book. I don't believe that Teko actually went through, this is something that she Googled. And she put herself in this position. Through her mind, through her imagination, this was her. She lived this. But when you live something like this, like I said last night, you don't have to go around telling everybody what you live because it's going to show in your presence. It's going to show all over you. They're going to be able to tell that you have been through something. I don't see that in Teko.
But see, Teko is she is bipolar schizophrenic. But this did not, she said her bipolar schizophrenic just started when she went to the Dominican Republic. That did not happen when she went to the Dominican Republic because Teko was already bipolar schizophrenic because it's hereditary.
She said that she didn't have any consciousness of what was going on in the room, but she was talking, she was having a spiritual warfare with God, and she had to pull herself up out the bed. She couldn't get out the bed, and what'd she say one? She about to pull up the bag. She said something was on her chest, and when she was in church, it felt like they were taught that's a spiritual warfare. So basically, she was fighting this spirit that was in the room because she couldn't get up out the bed. So basically, it jumped from her having this spiritual warfare with this person to her being in a wheelchair. And it was like a blood scene in the room when she got up.
Because when I say that, remember when you had a scene in the book where it said something about the red shirts. All of them had red shirts. The spouses of the other couples, and you didn't. When y'all got back on the plane, didn't nobody know where none of them was or something to that nature? Can you explain that part to me?
When we got on the plane, I can hear them say, because everybody was sitting rows behind each other, and they were saying, oh, my spouse missed the flight, or my spouse gonna come back a little bit later. And I remember some of the people that was saying that was interacting with my ex-wife on the island. Like she knew these people. And it was like really weird to me. So it didn't make sense. So I feel like they did something to their spouses.
So what happened to the blood on the floor? Because from the scratches that you had, didn't like it would produce that much blood on the floor. Where did the blood actually come from?
The blood came from my chest.
So you had a deep cut.
I don't know how deep it was.
Because that don't look like it would have produced the amount of blood that I envisioned here on the floor.
No, it was blood like running down my chest.
So it was like speckles or drops?
No, not speckles or drops. It was actually running down my chest.
So you had to get stitches in that area?
They put some, what you call them, tape stitches at the ER when I went, when my ex-wife took me to the ER and told them I had a nervous breakdown.
So Janine said...
Joanna May.
Janine said, and did you have a question on her? I only ask because y'all go edit, and when most people go edit like that, there's some type of chemistry there.
So he said he doesn't identify as a woman.
And I call it like I said, I've always been like that.
Okay, well we know she's a lady, androgynous type. But yeah, no. It's nothing there. It's not gonna happen, y'all. I don't bump my pocketbook with nobody else. And that hoe trying to steal my coin. And I don't
So I heard that there's a little birdie going around amongst, you know, the whole group, and that you like Scotland. That you're attracted to Scotland in some type of way, and that I'm so infatuated with Teddy, which is a no. So we gonna get to the Scotland thing. So how do you feel about Scotland?
I mean, I think Scotland's cute. Scotland, I look at him because before I moved here, like I used to have standards of people, you know, I go with. But Austin here, staying here is very different. You know what I mean? The diverse with the guys and everything. Everybody, I'm not gonna say everybody, but 75% of people here have been together. You know what I mean? Everybody know everybody in the community. So, you know, I look at that, you know, that he's kind of laid back, you know, there, even though he just have this attitude or whatever, but he just remind me of somebody I used to go with. But it's just not like a factuation thing where, like, you know, I just got to sit there and just got to have him. You know what I mean? Because I don't have to have nobody. Like you said, I'm chasing the bag. You know, I don't need no man coming along thinking he's going to get up in here. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be something. It's just not going to be just like, you know what I mean?
All this talk about Miss J, like in Scotland, and me, like in Teddy. Now, Miss J in Scotland's point, that ain't none of my business, because I don't like Scotland like that. Now, me and Teddy, now, we just have that understanding, like, we good peoples. Like, we friends, and at the end of the day, if anybody fuck with him, I got him. If anybody fuck with me, he got me. And that's my boyfriend. But he's not my boyfriend, but he's my boyfriend. He's my guy friend. Teddy know what's up. Hey, Teddy. And I'm out.
Take your coin. So have anybody heard from Samora? Because you know Samora's head over heels for Teddy.
Miss me.
So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna clear it up. I'm good.
No,
we're good. I'm good. I don't want her. I don't want her. I don't want her. I do not want Aubrey. I don't want anybody else on this. Anybody else to come on my face, I really don't want it. I don't have time. I don't have space for it.
I'm with you. But you and Teddy, because, you know, I really think the girls think that, you know, we was throwing shade at each other when I was like, girl, my man, you know, we was just joking. Like, baby, let me tell you something. Nothing to fight with nobody over no man. You know what I mean? Me either. You can have him before I fight over him. So how do you, I mean, what is it?
Okay, so the thing with Teddy is, okay, let me say this. He is very attractive. He's an attractive man. He's very handsome and all of that. But he's not for me. When I say that, oh, that's my boyfriend and, oh, Teddy's fine and I'm flirting with him, I'm really just doing that to piss Scotland off.
Oh.
Because Scotland acts like, you know, that's his man and he's so protective over him and that can't nobody talk to him, can't nobody touch him, can't nobody look at him. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So I'm just gonna piss you off and I'm gonna act like I like him and that he's cute and that he's flirting. And first of all, you can't do nothing for me if you ain't independent and you ain't got your own. So, you know, it's just enough for me. I can't do it. Like, I need a man that has his own place, his own car, you know, and is responsible. And I know everybody got to go through a come up, so I'm not knocking nobody for going through that come up, but that's just what Samora wants out of a guy. And if you don't have that, then I'm not going to be pursuing you further than just a friendship. And that's all me and Teddy could ever be, is friends. And not just because of his situation or whatever he's going through. It's just because that's all it will ever be. Like, I don't see him attractive more than just a friend. He's very handsome, and I hope that he finds somebody that he wants to be with. But when I say that's my man, that's just me just trying to get under Scotland's skin.
Have anybody heard from Crystal?
No.
Well, Crystal told me last week that she was gonna meet up with me and Teko she said she was gonna meet up with me and Teko at the Mount Bonnell, but
did she come?
But that didn't happen. I texted her and she said she gave me a really nasty comment because I asked her. I said, was she still coming? She said unfortunately she had other plans to go feed the homeless or something like that. So I said, I'm glad I didn't hold my breath. And she said, well, unfortunately, sweetie, I'd rather come feed the homeless, basically, than to hang out with y'all.
Well, was she feeding the homeless or was she feeding the homeless?
I really don't care at that point because I don't even want to think about it.
So I'm just saying, I was asking, since we've had people in the group feed the homeless before, did she feed the homeless or did she feed the homeless?
I have no idea. After she said unfortunately, she wasn't going to be able to make it.
Because feeding the homeless was more important. And I hope them new feds was a fool.
My only comment was to make God bless you. What do y'all think about Devereaux? Because I know Devereaux, the last time we talked, Devereaux said, I think Devereaux wasn't upset, but he wasn't too happy about you and the issue between you and his assistant, David.
I gives no fucks about him, Woody the Woodpecker, his boyfriend, none of them hoes. Fuck all of them. Fuck. Now he was like, because David is near and dear to me. Okay, he could be near and dear and y'all both could get beat the fuck up together. Near and dear, bitch.
Scotland, I've never seen you step to a man. I've always seen you step to a stud boy. But I've never seen you step to a man. I want to see you step to a man one day. Fight me. Fight me. Fight me. And I'll come out the wig, the lashes, the makeup. Fight me. I'm going to fold your ass up in the corner so goddamn quick. Fight me.
I don't think Scotland will fight anybody at this point. All I hear is Scotland doing this. Like, I ain't never seen him fight. I'm not trying to discredit his hands. But at this point, like, all you do is talk, honey. You can't even, show up to certain events and say what you gotta say. You do shady shit behind people's back and hide your hands. And then whenever it's time for it to be revealed and for us to have a conversation about it, nobody can find you. We looking like, where's Scotland? Where he at? So at this point, I don't think Scotland gonna fight nobody, child. He ain't gonna fight nobody.
I don't got nothing. I went and saw that. We just saw David, what? A couple of months ago when we was with our first group. Like, so we hugged, we talked. It was no ill will there. So I wasn't under the impression that anybody had a problem with me, was mad at me. But if they do, I give two flying fucks of a fig Newton. Let's just put it out there. Well, I call him Woody Woodpecker because of the blonde. Because, Johnny Bravo.
So where's Miss Aubrey? I haven't heard from her in a while.
Child, she's just been working, doing hair and stuff. But I told her that we was gonna be out here, and actually she's about to show up right now. This is Aubrey right there.
Okay, hi Miss Aubrey. Oh, bitch, yes. Look at her. How are you?
Hey, how are you? Come on and join us. We're just talking about the rest of the camp. Hi, honey. You put the makeup on your shirt.
Girl, we just sitting here chit-chatting, talking about the rest of the girls. Well, no tea, no shade, girl. Let us fill you in, honey.
What happened, girl?
So you know that I have a crush on Scotland, and that, girl, that is just a massive crush. But like I told Samora, that's no one that I need. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it would be, like he's cute. Like that's somebody I used to, he's kind of like. Thank you.
Doing the fooling now.
I look at him of somebody that I used to, I used to have standards when I first moved here, whatever. But like I was telling her, everybody know everybody here in Austin, right. You know what I mean? And it's just like massive crazy that she's just in love with Teddy. So, and I really think the girls think that me and her had a problem with each other when I was looking at her. Let me tell you something. Can't fight over nobody that's not my man. You know what I mean?
You cannot. It is what it is.
So.
Charge it to the gang.
And you already know how it is about Teddy. Like, I don't even.
Teddy's cute.
He's cute, but he ain't the man for me. He can't be the man for me. And I guess me just saying that, oh, that's my boyfriend. Oh, I like him. Oh, he's handsome. Oh, he's cute.
It's just playful. It's just play.
I told him that I do it just to get under Scotland's skin. Because Scotland is so protective over him. Like, that's his man. But I thought that was his cousin. Because I know with my cousins, if somebody be like, oh, my cousin, okay, well, go ahead, go shoot your shot.
Okay.
I'm not gonna come over here and try to be cock block or vagina block or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. You go talk to him, and if my cousin like you, he'll talk to you. If he don't, then he don't. Go about your business. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, y'all thirsty over him. Baby, he's not that sexy to be thirsty over. Baby, he's not no Chris Brown. He's not no August Alsina.
He just needs something to talk his shit about and...
Who's calling?
Girl, yes. Something to control. He needs something to, you know, give him that oomph to talk his shit.
You know how he is. He got to talk his shit about everything. So, but how do y'all feel about Deborah?
I haven't got a chance to just be around him. He gives me what's his name?
He gets me a little weird.
No, I mean, yeah, but what's his name that does the musical stuff?
Todrick Hall.
He gives me Todrick Hall. He gives me very Todrick.
No. I know I said it just a while ago. I know I just said that Deborah was weird. But that's my personal opinion. And I'm entitled to my personal opinion, as Deborah is entitled to his personal opinion, and everybody else is entitled to their personal opinion. But that baby's weird. That's all I can say. He is so weird. Like, I'm not understanding like why he's so weird. Like, he even showed up to some of the events, and I was just looking at him like, I was thinking in my head like, bitch, you see that? That nigga is weird. Like, I'm confused. I mean, he's a good person, and you know, his conversation is mediocre, but at the end of the day, to me, he weird. And that's that. I mean, he's a little, I wouldn't, weird is the wrong word to say. I wouldn't say that he's weird.
Different.
He's very different.
He's different.
And with him being different, I kind of like that because he's not the same as all the other people in the group.
Or trying to fit into that group.
Yeah, and he's doing his own little thing. So I think that is a good trait to have, that he ain't trying to fit in with everybody else, that he's doing his own little thing and got his own thing going on. And that's wonderful.
Thank you for supporting Keemojo Productions. Hit the subscribe button now. Subscribe.